Hello everyone, and welcome to our Thanksgiving episode for 2020, entitled Thanksgiving 2020, Table for One. Because Thanksgiving is 2 days from now. Today is Tuesday, November 24th, and yeah, 2 days until Thanksgiving. That unfortunately, because 2020 is just a raging monstrosity, we won't be having Thanksgiving in, well, pretty much anywhere. Basically, Thanksgiving is canceled for most people because of life and virus and everything else. So instead of having a big get-together with the fam, it's just table for one, please. Thank you. So today is just kind of a cloudy, sleepy day, and it actually snowed. First snow of the year. Oh dear, here it comes. Jingle bells, they're jingling. And yeah, we'll be having our hangout today. And it's just gonna be a chill day of being thankful that the year is almost over. But anyway, it's about noon, and she is off doing things with Papa, so she won't be here for a while, but she will be here eventually, in due time. In the meantime, I still have some cleaning and stuff to get started on, so we will continue in a little bit. I just wanted to do the opening, and if you can see, the room has kind of been rearranged slightly, which I find very ironic, considering that, if you remember in the 2017 Why Is the Door Shut episode, that was the grand episode where the room got rearranged and we added the lamp over there instead of the bins that used to be there. After many a horribly blurry nighttime segment, we have added a lamp into the corner of the room that will hopefully brighten up the room when we do our segments later on at night. Of course, the snack table is still there. We removed the colored bins in the corner, and now everything is nice, and we have a new lamp in the corner of the room that will hopefully enhance the video experience. So I find it very interesting that then 3 years later, on the Thanksgiving episode for 2020, we do another room remodel, which is very interesting. But yes, we will touch on all that later when she gets here, and I can be like, look at my stuff! And she'll be like, oh my god, nice! And I'll just be like, this generation. But yes, as per always, we will continue when she arrives, and we will just have a day about being thankful that the year is just about over. Still have a little bit left, but it's just about over. So until then, this is goodbye. So now we just do our waiting. Several years of it. Right now, continued. But yes, today is our Thanksgiving episode, and as such, we must take a moment to stop and be thankful for everything. I think this year, more than all the other years. What on earth? She just said that her manic driving made them go kerflooey. Darling, we must be thankful for being able to survive this year, because this year has been, oh dear lord. But we must be thankful that we at least managed to survive this year, and like the world didn't end yet. I mean, we still have like a month to go, surprisingly. November went by really fast. Isn't that weird how sometimes you'll see online someone says, dude, November went by like so fast, and you're like, it did though. Like, how can you and another person share that same opinion? Unless there's actually some time manipulation going on. I mean, you gotta think about that. Because that is very interesting when you think about it, right? I am quite literally just keeling over in the middle of this segment. And it's just like, no. I was actually sick right after the Halloween episode. And I was honestly kind of worried that I had COVID, because it's like, you know, obviously you get sick during the virus pandemic and you're like, okay, well, maybe I got it. But instead it was just like a normal cold thing. However, I still can't seem to smell. This might be because I had to assault my nose with a ton of nose spray. But, like, I kind of can't really... What on earth? Wonderful.
You honestly didn't think I would return?
I truly believed that she had come and gone for the last time.
There is no last time, my dear.
But we had the last time episode, oh right, and then she came back. Goodbye forever! I doubt we'll hang out again! And on the next episode, oh great. On the season whatever premiere.
Indeed.
I was just doing a segment about, because it's almost Thanksgiving and we must be thankful that we survived this year and what have you.
Wait, it's only been a year?
Indeed.
Can I Heisenberg for a minute?
Oh dear.
Okay, so basically, the way that it goes is that you can know how much energy you've got, or you can know how much time has passed, given that we are keeping track of the amount of energy any of us have got, or the inherent lack thereof. That thereby means that we can't keep track of the change in time to the same degree of certainty. All of which, if you multiply it together, is proportional to h bar over 2.
And this has been your lesson for the day.
By the way, I love you because you just, like, inadvertently gave me a means of satisfying all of the cravings I've been having for like a week.
Indeed. We have a couple remnants from Halloween. We have these churro crisp things.
Wait, what?
That's kind of like eating a
Churro?
pita chip, but it tastes like a churro, so it's kind of weird. Snackage for
Like,
later.
We need to stock up on them.
Indeed, and then we'll be like,
And I also need to get a Costco membership. Maybe I'll ask Joe's mom for one for Christmas.
Oh dear.
Oh God,
Oh no.
This is what happens when I come over.
Indeed. This is what happens when she just kind of like first gets here. So,
On the bright side, I'm here.
indeed, she is here, and this is unfortunate, and we're not exactly thankful for it, but we have to put up with it. We are thankful for the time when she leaves, which will be eventually, so look forward to that.
Oh my God, $50 in rewards with the $200 Christmas. Why am I?
So yes, this is the beginning of our Thanksgiving 2020 Table for One episode. As much as we love the family and want to spend every waking Thanksgiving moment with them, unfortunately COVID exists.
Oh my God, I'm staying home this year!
Indeed, so more often than not, you'll see that, well, everyone is staying home, and, yeah. No turkey, no family, no, oh God, thank God, because politics, yeah, we'll avoid that this year.
I don't even have to, like, go to Mom's side.
Yay! And that's why it's table for one, because instead of table for 35, it's table for one.
Aren't we kind of inadvertently having our own mini Thanksgiving?
Indeed!
Kind of.
Indeed.
Yay.
Yay, with the beef noodle skillet for dinner! Huzzah!
Okay, Dora, quit hitting me in the tummies.
That's my job! I mean, what? Nothing. Dun, dun, dun. No comment. Well, there she.
I'll be back in a minute.
Unfortunately, there she goes. Oh dear, she has returned. Darling, you are in a lot of trouble.
I'm always in trouble. I am in trouble. And me, for God's sake.
Indeed, and yeah,
Do I want to be eating?
we have to have lunch, don't we, dear?
True. Very true. Shall we eventually?
Indeed, and appropriately, we have turkey for lunch meat. So,
Yay!
you know. Ugh, see what I have to deal with.
What the why the?
This is what I have to deal with. This is what I've had to deal with for quite some time. Do you think I'm honestly thankful for having to deal with this for this long? No, not at all. I'm thankful.
16 Thanksgivings I have put up with your pain in my neck.
Fine, booty. I mean, pain in the ass.
Bye.
So yes, and then in addition, we have, of course, rearranged the room somewhat. Which I mentioned this earlier in the intro, but it's very interesting, or some words and what have you. No, get your butt back over there. So it's interesting because it was in the 2017 Why is the Door Shut Thanksgiving episode where I added the lamp and got rid of the bins and stuff. So it's very interesting that then some Thanksgivings later it happens again and we rearrange the pictures and stuff because I got posters and therefore properly had to frame them at last. And so then we had to do a rotation where that was over there goes over there now, and I had to rearrange the things taped to the wall and remove some of them and blah blah blah.
I'm genuinely surprised those have held up as long as they have.
Indeed, because I mean, they were put up there in like 2014 or whatever. And
Diesen Arsch, was werde ich hier tun mit ihm? Never mind what I just said.
I'll never know.
You're not allowed to know. And nobody's allowed to know but me. Oh my god, body pillow.
Oh my god, aren't you supposed to be leaving?
No flubber. And no.
Ah, hey! No! Stop it!
I cannot help it that I want the band in the middle. Okay?
Now they're still up there, and they still are just fine, you know. But some of them had to go, and if I ever get other stuff, you know, it's just placeholders so the wall doesn't look so empty, you know. But yeah, all the posters had to go up there, and they're not properly aligned quite, but... And then the picture of Chick that was above the bed is now over here. Though it's, everything that goes in this spot, whether it's a Christmas decoration, a Halloween decoration, or a picture, it comes crashing down. Because this...
Kind of like my soul.
But yeah, so now we have a new look for the room, and I think it looks nice. I'm very happy that that turned out looking nice up there, and it fits instead of being like kind of uneven or whatever. So yeah, that was the thing you gave me the $5 in shipping for. And I was mad about it because I bought it with points, and only after I'd already spent the points I realized that, oh, it's free, but you know, $5 shipping. So, and I'm like, seriously?
Honestly, given that it's 3 of those and it looks really freaking cool, that is $5 worth spending. Oh, I forgot to tell you. For one of my discussion posts, I at least thought about it and then I realized it wasn't going to work. You know that Roddenite stone you got me?
Yeah.
On the one hand, I'm poor. On the other hand, this Roddenite's really pretty.
It's calling to you.
Indeed. But on the other hand, I'm poor.
Well, on the other hand, maybe Mother can get it today.
Here we have a Roddenite, which is having its sticker peeled off because it is mine.
So that is hers that she obtained, and it is ink blot, the symbol of her inner insanity.
Indeed.
Indeed. Ink
That's
blot.
like my favorite freaking paperweight ever, and I need to find where the hell I put it at my dad's in
dear.
my old room. I almost wrote about that and went on a geology nerd jag.
Oh dear. So this is the beginning of our Thanksgiving 2020 episode. And we have to go eat lunch and talk and such. So we'll be back a little bit later, even though it's almost 3 o'clock somehow. I don't know how that happened. So today will probably be a pretty chill day with not much going on. But we will see you later on after lunch and stuff. Farewell.
Oh, by the way, I gotta tell you something really important.
There's an explosion of pink glitter. And I'm just like, my face! Well, on that note, goodbye.
Very well,
Oh dear. Hello, and welcome back to about 4 o'clock. Oh dear. The chickens buckawketh. So, we ate lunch at like 3 or whatever, and that's kind of been just what we've been doing. A bit of gaming in between having lunch and all that. And now I decided to come outside because it's kind of obligatory that every single video we have at least one outside segment. Especially now that, yes, I'm gonna say it again, we have the new camera and can actually see. And again, it's actually a bit darker out here than the video shows. So that's nice because it has like color correction. It's a little bit dark, you know? And because it's like 4 o'clock in November, and that means it's time for it to get dark right about now. So yeah, we've just kind of been sitting and talking. We were talking about how I'm typing up my novel from ages long past, and she was like, oh dear God, then proceeded to give me a bit of a lecture about how to use semicolons, and talking about how my nuances were, oh dear God, and it's like, woman, you were there, you gave me the ideas, you know what happens and why it is as it is. But now we have a bit of outside sun starting to set, even though you can't see the sun because it's cloudy, segment. Because of course we have to get out and stroll with moi. I don't think I mentioned this yet, surprisingly, but the woman is currently napping. Yeah. We were talking and eating lunch and all that and having a good chat, and then suddenly she's like, I don't know why, but I feel like suddenly the haven't slept in so long is hitting me, and and then she kind of just like keeled over and died. And that gave us the perfect opportunity to get up and go wander around outside. While we're out here strolling with me, we can take a moment to talk about Thanksgiving. Because of course, yes, it is almost Thanksgiving in 2 days. Again, here it comes again. And we have to take a moment to stop and think about all the things we're thankful for. One of these things that I must say, and in a non-haha we're joking sense, because of course we joke about hating the woman. I mean, there is some truth to that. We must very much be thankful that we are able to continue doing these videos as we are. Because as you know, we were supposed to be done, and the last time was supposed to be the last time. Even though we know she would eventually return, it was supposed to be the last time for quite some time. But then COVID happened almost immediately, and here we are now. All we have left to do is Christmas and New Year's, and hopefully we'll be able to do both this year. That would be wonderful because we have not hung out for New Year's since 2018. Like, watching that 2018 New Year's special is like, whoa, it's been a hot minute.
3 minutes left in the year and nobody I would rather spend it with. Hell no.
But yeah, we're very thankful that we're able to keep going and keep adding more to the collection because, you know, the more and more we're able to add, it just makes me happy because then there's more for me to watch later, and these are just so much fun. So, now, I think we've been out here long enough, so let us head back upwards. We just hope to finish out this year on a good note and have everything go as planned. Hopefully. Now, let us go forth and go back inside, because it's a little chilly, and there's crowing. Oh dear. Oh. The door has fogged over. You fucked over. Poor choice of words. What is happening? What is happening?
Release.
They've been released. Oh dear. What is going on? What does he have?
I don't know.
We will continue when she wakes up and hopefully do some shenanigans in here. Until then, goodbye.
I'm alive.
I just ended the segment and then here she comes. Really?
Nothing.
What the? She didn't even keel over.
Well, if you want
Boop.
me to keel over.
Boop. This is the woman dying. Everyone, the woman dying.
It's freezing like the ice.
And what of the ice exactly? I think that our viewers may have forgotten about the ice, so they need that reminder every now and again. This is basically the woman today, taking her table for one into the bed and taking a nap. I'm like, okay, so the woman is dead, so we'll return when she's alive, and then she just kind of pokes open the door, and I'm like, but what? I thought you were dead. Oh, good heavens.
The problem is, you mentioned earlier, the theoretical burritoing.
So I'm supposed to burrito? If I stop talking to her for too long, she'll just fall asleep. She has gone into idle mode. Oh dear. Darling? You good?
No.
Like, just, see, this is the kind of stuff that turns into a mood later, where she's just like, oh, bruh. Go that way. Oh no, don't go into pendulum. Go that way. That happened.
have an
Extra long man segment, which turns into it's been 20 minutes of narcissism, and now look where we are today. So this kind of happened, and
I fell over.
she fell that way, and I mean, this is such a mood, like, truthfully, but like, wait, she might be stuck. Like, at the present moment, it's good, but, like, it might be bad later. Well, I suppose the woman is dead for now, so we must go, and hopefully she'll revive later. Time to commence ignoring her. 'Cause she's ignoring me!
I'm not ignoring you. I'm listening.
She's basically doing the same thing that she does whenever we're watching TV. She goes that way. Imagine the TV being like over there, and then she's like facing that way, and she's like, I'm listening. Well, goodbye for now, because she's dead, so we have to wait until she revives. Alright, so now it's been not much later and we're back because apparently after kind of debating whether or not she's going to actually take a nap, she's deciding to actually take a nap. And that means that now she must be burritoed. And this, of course, means that we have to, of course, do a burrito segment. Because each and every time we have to make sure the men of the world know how to burrito. Right, it is now time for your burrito segment for November. Darling, it is time to prepare yourself for burritoing. Before wrapping the pork loin, you must first prepare the pork loin. Darling, you are not allowed to touch there anymore. You do not have permission.
You dare call me a pork loin of burrito! Oh god, that explains so much!
He is a pork loin.
Set an alarm for 5 p.m.
Your alarm is set for 5 p.m.
There you have it, stage 1 complete. Now, prepare the pork loin. First, tenderize the pork loin, and then get punched.
Excuse you, nobody is allowed to poke there.
You must tenderize the pork loin. Pear-shaped mom friend looking like a tomato, something, I don't know. We're talking about too much food. She's gonna drift off into something. Okay, so we begin with the first layer. Will the pork loin please stay in one position? See, the challenge is that normally regular pork loins do not move this much after they've been turned into pork loins. But this particular beefy pork loin is being rather difficult. We begin with the first layer, the holiday blanket. And we kind of Just go like this and it's already an improvement. Now, we begin by going like this. Then we go like this.
Wait! Ow!
The poor boy.
Christ! I'm cringing.
Okay, I think maybe she's more awake than she was at the beginning. This is literally what it would be like if when we tried to make food, it like screamed and fought back. I mean, this is basically that. So this is a burrito. See, that's what it is. And she's the meat inside the burrito. And we have to wrap it in multiple tortillas. Because we love tacos on a corn tortilla.
Oh, I love tacos on a corn tortilla.
No, that's what I was. I mean, no.
What? God!
And now we pick up one of the blankets on the floor because it was supposed to be protecting in case that picture fell, but this is more important. So now we wrap her up with even more, and it just keeps going until she can no longer be recognized. If she were to shrivel while she was burritoed, we'd never know what she truly was supposed to be, because she's just lost in here. Alright, and I do believe that is that. Here is the end result. Notice how you can't even tell that it's like a human being under there. It's just some sort of amorphous blob of blankets. As it should be, because she needs to sleep. So, she has been successfully burritoed. And this has been our burrito segment for November. Now she will slumber for like 10 minutes. Because she set her alarm for 5 or whatever. And then we'll like twerk or something, I don't know. And then we'll be back a little later on. So, goodbye for now. And remember that burritoing is one of the most important skills a man could have. Make sure he does it right. Goodbye. Hello there, and welcome back to Thanksgiving 2020 Table for One. It's 6 o'clock, some hours later, and, well, a certain someone has been dead. As I mentioned before, she was going to take a nap, and then, like, she burritoed and stuff, but then 10 minutes later, she de-burritoed and went back into the other room. Then we came back in here, and, oh dear, and then...
Don't worry, I'm gonna die again.
Yeah, we know you are.
Aye.
And then she was like, "Aye." And then I was wanting to play music, so we played some chill playlist, and then she like knocked out 3 separate times where all of a sudden she'd just be like, "Dude, this is hella chill." And then she'd be... But, yeah, she kind of has been sleeping on and off from like 5 to 6. And then she just kind of like got up just now-ish. And she's just been falling asleep and then waking up and then falling asleep, and she'll lay down for 2 seconds and fall asleep. And it's like, oi, we're having a 12 years in Azkaban all over again. And that's why so far we haven't really done much as far as filming goes, because, oi, she's been dead and such. I tolerate...
This is getting really annoying.
You're getting really annoying. She's being, like, so rude, because I just want to, like, talk and tell her about my day and hopes and dreams, and she just, like... And I'm just like, but darling, we're supposed to be talking.
Okay.
Well, since it's inevitable anyway.
Go back to sleep. Ah! Go back to sleep.
And this is basically what I've had to deal with all day long. Instead of table for one, it's nap for one, because this. I mean, this is literally what it will be on Thanksgiving, because she like won't have to do anything and she could just die. I don't think there's anything better than this for the 2020 Thanksgiving special.
Okay, low-key, I didn't think about that. That also might be part of why. Ooh, I'm tired.
I mean, basically that's what it's been. Halloween, we have a pandemic. Thanksgiving, we're tired and dying.
Part of the stipulation.
Hold that thought until after I take a nap.
I fell over. Stop it. Stop it.
We already had a
Quit
Blanket
it.
Wife, Blanket Life
Quit
episode.
it.
We can't have another one of those for Christmas.
No,
Well,
be nice.
that explains a lot. She keeps telling me to be nice, but apparently she doesn't know who I am.
Okay. If I'm in that level of tired, you know I haven't slept in a week.
So now we have to have this angle because inherently she's gonna keel over again, and then at least with this angle she'll still be in the shot. Yep, there it goes. See, we know. It's been 16 years, so basically I can go 5, 4, 3, 2, and then that'll be exactly when she falls over. And okay, she'll be knocking out in about now. Her upright right now is basically the epitome of alive-ish.
Right, I'm completely awake and conscious.
I mean, I actually just sat in the chair and added proper pictures to the playlist, like, you know, proper icons for the playlists. And I had time to do all that because she was asleep, and I'm just like, really? I actually had time to do a redundant thing while you were dead.
Damn it! Why? Well, this is a new perspective and I'm falling back asleep.
And just like that, she's out.
No.
And that's why we have to do these angles because of this. Because she kind of keels over, dies, and so on and so forth. This is kind of interesting. Yeah. I mean, once again, if he ever needs to know what goes on when you're here, you could just, like, send him this picture, and then that explains it all. This right here.
No, seriously? Help. That worked-ish.
You said help. I help.
No, seriously, like... You be nice.
Not again.
Hang on, I'll be fine. Give me a minute.
I just propped her up.
I'll be fine in a minute. Hang on. Why doesn't bread come pre-sliced?
Because if bread didn't come pre-sliced, we'd all be fat as hell.
I'm fully awake and conscious.
We will now be writing a thesis paper on all of the things she's been saying while she's babbling. Did she die?
No, he doesn't die. Ow! You're lucky I don't smack you.
I'm literally beating her with M&Ms and she's like, ah! Like it was like I just stabbed her in the throat or something.
Need to protect. Ow! You're laying on my hair.
By the power of the moon lamp, awaken! This will steal your dreams, and then you'll have only darkness. Well, I mean, yeah, she already has that. Calm down, child. By the power of the moon lamp. Oh, it's dead. Well, so much for that. This is her attempting a reboot. But every time she tries to reboot, she has a blue screen and crashes.
Go to sleep.
When's that?
10 minutes.
Okay.
She's just babbling on her way in here.
What in the name of potatoes?
No, those aren't
Okay.
potatoes.
Moving on.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
You've slept since you got here. How can you be tired?
Everything is good.
In La La Land.
I appreciate that you're not one of those jerks that wakes me up.
Wake up.
Ow!
Or maybe I am.
What about everything you want to sleep?
Can just watch her sleep while eating dinner that she doesn't get to have. Oh, sorry you missed it. At like 6:30, I guess we're gonna go because it's almost time for dinner and she's still asleep. I can already tell that this video isn't going to be very interesting, nor is it going to be very long because, yes, this is a 20-minute segment that we're filming right now, but there's not much going on and there will be a lot of cutting, so... Such is life, I guess. Maybe she'll wake up and we'll have a better segment a bit later. But the day's almost over, so... Oh no! In any case, we'll see you later, and hopefully she'll be awake then. Goodbye. Hello, and welcome back to, guess what? This. We're back to this again.
What?
We have since departed to have dinner. Our beef noodle skillet. She woke up just enough to eat the beef noodle skillet and then the cheese bread. And then she died immediately after. And so now we're dealing with this, which involves the same thing again.
Okay, you're gonna make me fall asleep again.
No, I just pushed you over. She's just dying, like,
I'm just tired as well.
The power of chocolate compels you.
Ow! Oh, be nice.
And this is how we tell if she's actually awake or not. 2020 has claimed her, and she's now doomed. Now I must put my mask on because she's inherently dying of COVID. So, I have to be prepared for any and all situations. But mainly, I just have to put the mask on because this is a video set in 2020, and I have to wear the mask. And she died. So yeah, this has basically been our Thanksgiving episode. This one has been doing this all day.
I'm awake.
Arise! Arise!
I'm awake.
A rice!
I'm awake.
A rice bowl!
I'm awake.
Noodle soup!
No.
Drool!
Uh-huh.
You, mirror!
No, you be nice.
Mirror!
What do you want?
What do you want from me? Thanksgiving 2020, nap for one. We would like to apologize in advance for the lack of entertainment in this episode. Because, I mean, she's kind of been so dead and like, I don't know.
Go to sleep. No, you go to sleep. Okay, hang on. Lift.
Go away.
Lift.
Go away.
Lift.
Go away.
No, you go away.
Go away.
No.
Get
you
out of
go
my
away.
kitchen. You be nice.
No, you be
No,
nice.
you be nice.
No, you be nice.
You go away. Behave on something. Hey you.
You be nice.
Hey. Hey you.
What?
Hi.
Hey, I gotta tell you something really important.
What? Oh my
No,
god.
You be nice.
You. Stop talking.
Ow.
Yeah. This is what you're gonna get. Hey. 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 Hey you, where are you?
Quit it.
Where'd you go?
I said quit it.
Don't remove my mask. You trying to kill me
No,
with your
be nice.
disease. What on earth is this?
2020 in a nutshell. I'll be awake momentarily. There we are. Wait,
Oh dear, it's almost 8 o'clock.
what?
Because she's been dead. Awaken. Awaken!
I am
She's
awake.
in delirium
I'm
land.
fully awake.
I can't even finish that
Fully
sentence.
awake and tired.
And dying. Yeah, and this is what we're dealing with. Because, yeah. She had the nerve to deceive us. And she was like, I'll be fine in a minute. And then she like got up, but then she went right back to that. And it's just like, yeah. This has been our mini segment at 7 o'clock. And now it's almost 8 o'clock. And soon it will be time for Twerk Party. And then after Twerk Party, we'll be away to the usual spot for the end of the day. So let it be known that this is yet another one of those videos where she like died all day. And then we'll inevitably reference this in the future and she'll be like, oh dude, that was when I was like, that was a bad time. Well, she's probably gonna nap before we Twerk Party, so we'll go for now. And return at some point. And then that'll be the end of this video. Our Thanksgiving table for one. Until later. Goodbye. So rude. Excuse me.
Morning.
Darling, it is nighttime, dear.
Wait, what?
This is the face of someone who's been asleep all day. Except for this very moment. No, don't you sit down, you'll die again.
Oh, honey, I'm fine now. I just needed a collective couple hours, and now I'm okay.
She just needed 5 minutes to herself. And now after like 5 times 9.
I took like an hour or two nap.
Hour, 20-hour nap. Pretty much, yeah.
But now I am awake and we can party.
Conveniently, she awakes just in time for Twerk Party.
That is exactly what happens every single time.
When it's time for Twerk Party, the not her side comes up. Because there are 2 people inside that vessel. There's her. Oh my gosh, I'm like a librarian physicist. And then there is she,
Then there's
mistress.
physics librarian who we don't talk about.
But now we have this one, awake-ish,
I'm alive.
featuring big,
You're alive-ish.
meaty claws.
Oh, good God. Yeah, you know what?
Whee! Oh God, what?
Dork.
You dare say that to me after you slept all day? I've keeled over. Darling, you are the only hope. No, you took too long.
Hang on. I know the perfect solution.
Go away.
Live!
You're lucky I don't kick you. My reflexes are like pow and up.
Just be glad I don't boop you on the nose, okay? I will turn it back into a booping stick.
Boop.
No.
We have the perspective booping stick because it can. No.
There. It's been turned back into a booping stick.
But it's still trying to be a.
Ow! Okay, maybe more like a bunking stick because I forgot there was a phone attached to it.
Yeah, it's just staring you in the face and you forgot about it.
Hang on. Ow! No. Hang on. There, now it's back into a pooping stick.
Just a gnarled heap on the floor because she just... Oh dear.
Invoking the wrath of the pooping stick.
Mine!
Here's my job. 9.
Mine!
9.
Mine!
9.
She's not even using
Mine.
it properly.
Alright.
Now, if you want to use the pooping stick properly, you have it pointed down such that you can see the end of the stick, at which point you just boop. And you achieve instant success and librarian glare. If we're going to do her method of the booping stick, then we would have to go like this.
9.
So that the camera's facing outward so you can actually see the booping in progress. Now this is what she doesn't know how to do. Because she's just inferior at doing the what? Hey. No.
You know what?
No. I am not to be booped at this moment.
Except you are.
Oh, that was unexpected.
Okay, so he may or may not be alive. Either way, I must keep filming.
Nap time. Finally, it's my turn to nap.
Well, okay then. So how the hell do I do the flip-em thingy? Yay! Okay, it
She did that so carefully, like, oh god, is it gonna blow up if I do this? So now we have an awkwardly angled women segment.
Now, hang on. I'm gonna get comfy and try to angle this so my triple chin is dead. Perfect.
Good luck with that.
You be quiet. You get out of my segment. You be nice. Ow!
Oh.
Well, apparently Darling is feeling darling-y.
I'm feeling down on the floor, dude.
Exactly, you're feeling darling-y. Now, okay, so, on to a me segment. You may or may not have heard my various rantings earlier about being nice. For context, I am, and I was and am completely and utterly sleep deprived. Now, okay, cool. Now, I said stay! You dare! Meow.
I'm interrupting her woman segment.
See? Now, okay, back to me. So, you may have been hearing my various ranting over the course of the day about being nice. I am incredibly sleep deprived, and that's what happens when I haven't slept in a day or so. Luckily, Goofball here let me sleep. Live! A little bit too much living.
I didn't let you sleep, I had no choice. We have about 5 minutes before twerk party.
Oh dear, yes we do. Well, on that note, we have to sign off, and I suppose it's both of us that need to get going.
Get going.
So, with that in mind, bye! And even the alien says farewell. Excuse you!
She had the nerve to throw that at me, like, how dare she? She's just like... In any case, it's time for us to get going, because it's time to turn up that twerk party. And since I don't think we mentioned it earlier, we have new speakers that Darling was wonderful enough to get. Ooh! So, we have new Bluetooth speakers with which we can jam with, and they're quite nice. Despite being Bluetooth-y, we have that going. And we will return later tonight for the ending of this not-so-eventful Thanks Darling video. Well, excuse you! We'll be back later tonight. Goodbye.
Bye! No.
No, not this time. Not this time. Hello, and welcome back to later this night. At like 10:24 something. We are done for today. Even though she slept all day, even though we really didn't do anything at all, not even much gaming or anything, and she just kind of sat around and I just kind of sat waiting for her to wake up, the day flew by. It really did. This is further proving the fact that November is flying by and that someone is manipulating time to make it go by even faster. So this was our not eventful table for one. As seen here, table for one. This table is her. Because someone wanted to take a nap all day. Right? That's what I was thinking. I think it got
wanted
to take a nap!
Well, you can blame
You.
a very particular human
You.
as to why
You.
I never sleep.
You.
I meant my
That one. That
That
one.
in mind.
You said a very particular human. Not, books are not human, dear.
Books are people too.
Damn it.
How do you know I'm a librarian?
Her final words, and then she dies. Is she being comfy, or is she dying? Find out after this.
You would know I was dying, which if I take my glasses.
Here we're gonna see an example that turns into the real thing. Yeah. So, we can see death over that way.
Hey,
When it's time to be done with her once and for all,
oh dear.
we can just do this.
Why am I being mean, burritoed?
While she's Burritoed, we can steal her thesis because we were evil all along and this was the goal.
You barely know how to read.
I am but a grunt. I do the grunt work. I needn't know such cognitive functions.
No! Thank you.
And here we see death and Vey
Double blanket.
in oil form. Double blanket all the way across my potato body.
Excuse you. I'm not a potato.
You're a French fry.
Exactly.
Oddly appealing and delicious, but only good in moderation.
No.
This has been our Thanksgiving special for 2020. Oh God, 2020 run.
Right? That may also very well be why I fell asleep this year. Because it's been such a year.
Because it's in the
But it
spirit of
means-
2020.
Exactly.
And today consisted of basically her sleeping the whole time. Which sucks, but you know, that's kind of the woman at this point. You know by now that this is what she's like. Hey, you.
Huh?
You with the face. Barely alive.
Morning.
Well, we can't sign off from our video without having our annual talk about things we're thankful for. Because, I mean, it's just something we have to do, regardless of how dead she is. Darling, you must speak to our viewers, dear, about being thankful.
Let's see, I'm thankful for life and blankets and a million other things, but also sleep.
Now, time to talk about what I'm thankful for. First of all, I'm not thankful for wind, because wind will literally do this. And then you can see it's stuck like this now. Of course, we have the same thing every year, where I'm very thankful for when she leaves and all that. I'm thankful for when she's sleeping, because then I can game and not deal with her. However, she needs to wake up at some point, because too much sleeping is just like, no, do not do that. That is horrible. Sleeping all day and then inherently ignoring your favorite person. She's like being so rude because when she stays up we can like talk and stuff, but instead she just like nope, and she just dies, and I just start crying. I just cry and cry all the time because she's so mean. But of course, thankful for life and that we're almost out of this year. We're just thankful that we were able to get through it almost-ish until we die on December 7th, maybe. So yeah, that's basically what we're thankful for this year. I'm thankful that I was able to get those posters finally, and that I'm at last having the motivation to type up the novel from years past, which has actually been quite enjoyable so far. But anyway, this has been what we are thankful for on this 2020. Just thankful for life in general, and her being able to sleep and have 5 minutes to herself. Because this is literally what happens when she's off working and doing things and doing college and dying. This has been our Thanksgiving 2020 episode, and it is time for us to say good night and farewell. Darling, are you alive?
It's super chill as well.
Yeah, this is how it starts. I mean, we literally just heard that she was kind of like drifting off there, but yeah. Keep a close eye on this. We hope to be able to hang out for Christmas this year, which hopefully will be fun because, you know, we have the new camera so we can see all the nice decorations and the snow and all that. And that should be nice if it actually snows this year. And then we will once again try for New Year's, which theoretically shouldn't have any trouble this year because, you know, cancellations and everything. And of course, she still owes me. But yeah, we say goodbye to this Thanksgiving episode, and apologies about this and the fact that it wasn't very entertaining. I mean, short and sweet, hopefully, but yeah, other than that, it speaks. Barely. We will see you next time. Farewell. Table for one. Actually, nap for one. Nap for one. That one being her. Good night.